Everybody, this is Brett Lewis with L4 Group, and today we're going to be talking about HVAC systems, and I've got an expert on the line with us, Steve Ohl from RFO. Steve, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. I'm doing awesome. Now, it's funny. I was chatting with somebody, actually on the other side of the country, but he knows that I do a lot of work with you, Steve, and you know, talking about HVAC systems and all that. And he actually started asking questions about, you know, hey, he lives in a house that's a little bit older, and I guess he needs to upgrade his system. So he started asking questions about, you know, how to go about starting the process and what he should be looking at. And I said, you know, this would be a great topic to interview you. So you know, that's what we're going to do today. But before we get started, why don't you give everybody a background about RFO and what it is that you guys do?
Sure. We're actually, this year is our 30th year, and we're a heating oil and propane delivery company. We also are a full-service HVAC installation and repair service company. We'll do air conditioning, heating systems, heat pumps, fuel oil, natural gas, heating oil, propane, and we also have a full-line hearth and patio showroom where you can come in and see all the different, you know, fireplaces and heaters. We have retractable awnings, barbecue grills, outdoor patio furniture, fire pits, you know, lots of other outdoor products. So you don't have to come in and see that. Yeah, we do, you know, we do have quite a few different product lines that we service, but we're, you know, they kind of all tie together. They're pretty much all energy related, and you know, check out our website and stop in and see us sometime. Give you the tour.
Yeah, that's awesome. So basically, in a nutshell, you keep people warm in the winter, you keep us cool in the summer, and when we want to play outdoors, you provide all the tools to do that too.
Correct. Your source for indoor comfort and outdoor fun.
Awesome, awesome. I like that. So, so like I said, I was talking to a buddy of mine who's in Colorado, and his system is starting to fail, and you know, I thought this would be a great topic to you know, go over. So, can you give homeowners you know, a bullet point of lists or things that they should consider whenever they're, you know, looking to upgrade their heating and air conditioning system?
Well, the big, you know, one of the big things is the comfort level with the old system, because that'll tell them what they need in the new system. So you want to be aware of, which I'm sure everybody probably is, you know, what the comfort level with the old system was, and you know what they want to do to improve it. What would they like to achieve with the new system? You know, that's kind of the next thing, is what exactly do they want to do? Do they have a certain room that's not heating or cooling properly, and you know, what do they want to fix with this new system? System efficiency is another big thing. You know, do you want to pay for the efficiency versus going with a standard kind of a system? So there's a couple different options. Actually, there's many different options in efficiencies. So naturally, the higher the efficiency, the more expensive the system, but there is paybacks with that. The safety of operation, you know, is another thing. Is, you know, what's actually involved with the system that you have, and can it be operated safely? You know, make sure that it's a fit with you and your home, and you know, that it's installed correctly. The other thing is the warranties that are offered. There's a wide range of warranties out there. Some are company specific to the company that installs it, and some are manufacturer specific, you know, with the manufacturer of the unit. The extended cost of operation is another thing. That would be, you know, heating oil versus natural gas versus propane versus electric. You know, the fuels used, the maintenance, the system longevity. You know, once a unit is in the 15 to 20-year-old range, it's really time to consider, you know, replacing it. We tell most of our customers that call, you when you're in the 10 to 12-year range, you should start planning for it. You know, maybe set up some type of a monthly budget to put so much away, or possibly securing financing, but you should start thinking about it, because worst thing is a system failure in the middle of summer or in the middle of winter, and you really need that system up and running very quickly. It's much better to prepare for it. Kind of like purchasing a new car. After a certain number of years, you're going to need a new car, so start planning for it. Uh, and perhaps one of the biggest things is to know the company that's installing your system. Be able to ask them questions. Are they accessible 24 hours a day? Can you actually meet them, before you do the installation? You should feel comfortable with them. Do they answer your phone? Do they return your phone calls? Do they have a website that you can check them out? Ask your friends and neighbors, for referrals. But those are the big items that I would think about when installing a system in my home or a business.
That's awesome. That's a great series of checkpoints to go through. And one thing I just want to expand a little bit on that last point, because that's really important when a homeowner is looking to upgrade their system. They want to work with a reputable company. Can you give us just some real brief pointers on what they should be looking at there? I mean, I know you have a phrase that you use. I think it's chuck in a truck. Or man in a van, something like that. So if you can just expand a little bit on how they should be looking for a good HVAC contractor.
Yeah, I can just give you a quick example of what we're talking about when you said chuck in the truck or man in the van. We get calls at least 3 to 4 times a year where a brand new system was installed, and the manufacturer has no idea of the serial numbers or model numbers, because the warranty was never filed. The product may not have existed because it may have been purchased on the internet and then resold to the customer. And the guy that showed up is no longer in business because it was kind of a sideline thing for him. I mean, some of the things to look for in a reputable company. If you're in Pennsylvania, you need to have a PA contractor number. Our number is PA 175. They're up into like the 100,000 numbers, I believe now. But have a PA contractor when they show up, or identifying them clearly. Make sure that, again, they answer the phone, that it's not just a mobile phone they're operating through, that they actually have some structure to their business, because you're putting your faith in them to install something that's going to be part of your home for 15, 20 years or more. You should want them to have an equal number of years in business, or have some kind of a reputation established that they're going to take care of you if something happens. For instance, when RFO doesn't install, it's worry-free for a year. Any issues pop up, no questions asked, everything is taken care of. You don't always get that with somebody who's new or a fresh start, and you're not sure of the longevity of that company. So, check out all those things. Those are the most important things that that you can have when looking into an HVAC company.
Yeah, that's great advice. And you cut out a little bit there when you were talking about the PA license number, but you were saying you're 175. And just to clarify that for our viewers, when Pennsylvania instituted that law, which I guess it's been now, I don't know, maybe 5 years or so that it's been out there?
Yeah, I think 2009 it started, yes.
Okay, yeah, so, when they instituted that, contractors had to go and register with the state and get licensed. So out of thousands of registrations that are out there now, probably even tens of thousands, RFO, you guys were the 175th contractor in the state to get licensed. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we don't tend to wait around once rules and regulations are instituted. We like to know how they fit into the business and how they fit in for the homeowner. So, we were on that right away, and we belong to a lot of trade organizations, and they keep us aware of all the new rules and regulations. So it's particularly important. That you mentioned that's another good thing to look for is, does your contractor actually belong to some organizations? Because that kind of gives him ties to the community also, which is
exactly. Exactly. And one last thing before we wrap up, talking about ties to the community. You guys also do a lot with the community. I mean, I know that you get involved. You sponsor, I think, local sports teams. You've got Oktoberfest coming up, which you get involved in every year. So that's another thing to look at as well. Is the contractor active in their community outside of heating and air conditioning?
Yeah, I mean, we do over 75 events every year that we either directly sponsor or we participate in or we provide, something to the event to help, the event organizers or the particular charity involved. But yeah, the next big thing coming up is the Carbon County Oktoberfest, October 4th and 5th, and that's at the Franklin Township Fire Company on Ferryland Road in Lehigh. Pretty excited about that. It's a great time, and it's all authentic foods, and portion of the money raised goes to the Blue Ridge chapter of Dream Come True. So anything about helping children, we're definitely all about that.
Yeah, that's very very good to hear. Local businesses taking part in community events like that. That's awesome. So Steve, I want to say thanks for taking time today to give us tips on HVAC systems. Do you want to just wrap up with giving everybody your phone number, your web address, and the ways that they can get a hold of you?
Sure. Phone number is 610-377-1098. Our web address is www.rfohl.com. And also on the website, you can click on our Twitter and Facebook accounts and stay in touch that way. We also accept emails, which our email address is info@rfohl.com. And you can even write us a letter if you want. We'll read it. 400 Interchange Road, Lehigh, PA, 18235. That's our address. We're right next to Wentz's Auto Body on Route 209. Can't miss us, right along the road. And it's just a quick thing on the letter. It's interesting. I keep in touch with my customers. I usually write a letter a couple times a year to them. And somebody said the other day, "When's the last time you got a letter?" And the conversation said, "Well, I don't know. I can't remember the last time I wrote one." And I said, "You know what? I write one 3-4 times a year. So this is something maybe we got to get back into. Keep in touch,
Exactly. I know from a marketing perspective, we focus on a lot of online marketing and webinars and things of that nature, but we have high impact going back to old school techniques of direct mail marketing and just plain handwritten letters. So it's we don't get them that often, so when you do get them, they really stand out.
Yeah, somebody out there write a letter, and I'll answer it.
Exactly. So, all right, awesome. Well, Steve, thanks again for taking time today to talk about HVAC, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks, Brett.
All right, take care.